Hello YouTube, this is Berman. I haven't done a video in a long time, but I did want to make a video on this bike because there isn't too many reviews on this particular model. It's made by Fabulous. They're a company out of Montreal. Very good. Lampro, the owner of it, is easy to contact and gives you really good feedback. If you have any problems, no problem. So with that said, I'm very happy with the company. The bicycle I am over the moon with. I had a bigger fat tire bike earlier this year with the 26, and I felt it was a bit too much for me, and I was looking for something smaller, and this is perfect. It's a BMX style bike, small frame. I'm not a big guy. I'm about 5'9", 160 pounds, and not only that, it's perfect for my family. They're all shorter than me, so this was the logical thing for me to get. That's my alarm, sorry. So I've got her adjusted for me. My son, he's shorter than me. The bicycle seat right there is the stem, and that's as low as it'll go. I have another stem off a BMX bike that he used to have, and I just transplanted him. He's good to go. So get a little closer here for you. It's got good components. They're Shimano Altus, which are better than Journey, Touri, or whatever, the cheapest brand. So they're good derailleurs. The only thing I found when I first got the bike, which I was made known to Lampro at Fabulous, was when I had it in the top gear, which is 7th, and if I was just cruising around, I hit a few bumps, and I all of a sudden hit the pedal, the chain came off the front sprocket. So I got back to him and asked him about if the inner ring, the one that other bikes come with, has an inner ring here to keep that from happening. But in order to get a bigger chain guard, bigger chain crank on the front, which is a 52 tooth, they haven't got room for the other guard. So the solution that he gave me was to take a link out of the chain, which I did, and I put a master link in it. Took one link out, and problem fixed. So I don't have to drop my chain ring, because really I have feedback on the pedal. Even in the high gear with full pedal assist, I can get her up to close to 30 miles an hour on pedal, and I can feel it. So I don't want to drop that just for that. The shirt in the chain fixed that. Just one thing. What else can I say? Everything else is great. The suspension works really good. I've tested it over my park. Lots of ruts. The seat post is very nice to have for those ruts or bumps, but I can stand up on this bike and pedal it. The pedals are, there's kind of much to be, they're okay. I might change them out. I don't know yet, as long as my feet aren't slipping, but there's not a lot of grip there. What else can I say? I took the bell off it, and I put a horn on it. The horn is kind of like this one, because it's where my hand is. I got my horn, I got my power up and down, and I got my all-wheel drive button right here, which is nice to have. I put that behind there. There. So everything's really handy. I put a mirror on the back just to see who's beside me when I'm driving. This side is basically the way it came. Another thing that I had mentioned to Lampro about this bike, or possibly all their bikes with this folding headset, because you can change the angle of the headset just by pulling this up. You can bring it up straighter. I like it forward a bit more, but the thing is, my screen, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it very well, the screen will not tilt forward anymore. It needs longer bracket here. And I mentioned that to him. Just if at some point just extend this bracket out, or I can make it. I might make one, and that would allow the screen to move forward. You can move back, but that's as far forward as it'll go, which is okay, I guess, but I prefer it if I could see it. What else can I say about the bike? It's a great bike. Love it. I'll turn my screen on and show you. I got it password locked, so I don't want people to see my password right now. Okay, there's my screen if you can see it. I got her up to 31, almost 32 miles an hour, which is crazy fast for me on a bike. But it'll cruises on high gear. It'll cruise no problem at 28. But there's my voltage right there. I got it set to give me real-time voltage all the time. That can be set up in the menu. I prefer to know exactly the voltage I'm using. And the watt here, the watt power, it goes crazy high. Most of the time I just run it on rear-wheel drive. And when I put her on 5, when I start pedaling or hit the throttle, it peaks at 1800 watts plus, which is crazy amount of power out of one motor. If I put her on all-wheel drive, it goes well beyond 1800. It won't even register. It's so high. I'm sure it's drawing more amps than even the battery can handle, because it's a 1400 kilowatts, so it's a good thing it has a big pack. And climbing hills, this thing is insane, just insane. So that's all I have to really say right now about my bike. I really like it. I like the tires. I like everything about it. The only thing is, when I get my first flat, which it'll happen, I'm going to put tennis armor on them. There's no point putting it on now, because it means I have to rip the tires apart. But I would highly recommend anybody with a fat tire bike, or any bike for that matter, to look into tennis liners for your bicycle. Okay, thanks YouTube. Have a great day. Bye.